Hello, YouTube, and welcome to tonight's episode of Reality and Realty. I'm Al Butler, and we'll get right to the topic at hand, 7 reasons to work with the realtor, right after this. And welcome back. Now, there are many differing opinions about real estate agents, some good and lots bad, depending on what side of those opinions you find yourself leaning. The fact is, generally, most real estate agents are well-trained professionals for the most part. Now, what individuals tend to do or not to do in their own specific business models usually sets each one of us apart. Some, like myself for instance, take great pride in educating, serving the best interests of, and cultivating lasting relationships with my clients. So for me, it doesn't stop after the transaction is completed. And especially for my first-time home buyers and investors, and any other homeowner who may have a question or a plethora of questions about paperwork, home issues, concerns, etc., that go years beyond that initial purchase. I stay connected to provide them with the level of service that's commensurate with a major tenet of my business model: customer service and care. So, realtors aren't just agents. We are licensed professional members of the National Association of Realtors and subscribe to a strict code of ethics. So stay tuned to the end of this video where I'll list a few ways you can find a licensed realtor in your state. So in today's show, we'll be going over the 7 reasons why you should work with a realtor. Not REAlTOR, no, not your cousin's boyfriend's neighbor's sister friend at work who knows somebody who can get you a house, and other side-so foolery like that. Now, to be totally honest, not every real estate professional is a realtor. Realtor is a designation bestowed upon agents who have successfully completed the required training, taken and passed a national and state exam, and have actually taken a sworn oath to uphold the rules, regulations, laws, and ethical standards of the association. And with that, let's go right into the 7 basic reasons. This is the realtor difference for home buyers. Number 1, ethical treatment. Every realtor must adhere to a strict code of ethics, which is based upon professionalism and protection of the public. And as a realtor client, you can and should expect honest, ethical treatment in all transaction-related matters. Their first obligation is to you, the client, not to themselves, their egos, or their commissions. Number 2, an expert guide. Buying a home usually means dozens of forms, reports, and disclosures, time-sensitive deadlines, questions, concerns, and other technical documents. A knowledgeable expert will help you prepare the best deal and avoid delays or costly mistakes. Also, there's a lot of real estate talk and terms, so you want to work with a professional who can speak the language. And number 3, objective information and opinions. Realtors can provide local information on utilities, zoning, schools, and more. Many are considered to be the experts in the areas in which they do business, and also help you to navigate all the secondary information required for you to make an informed decision or buy or not to buy. They also have objective information about each property, and you can use that data to help you determine if the property meets your needs that you've outlined. By understanding both your needs and the search area, they can also point out neighborhoods you don't know much about, but may suit your needs better than you thought. Number 4, expanded search power. Sometimes properties are available, but not actively advertised, and they can help you find opportunities not listed on the home search sites, and can also help you to avoid out-of-date listings that might be showing up as available online, but no longer on the market. This is basically being able to give their clients real-time, detailed information on properties that wouldn't otherwise be known on sites like Trulia, Zillow, and others. I've had plenty of clients ask me about properties that they saw in those sites and swear by what it says. But although it can be frustrating at times. Number 5, negotiation knowledge and skills. There are many factors up for discussion in any deal. price, terms, personal property items, etc. A realtor will look at every angle from your perspective, including crafting a purchase agreement that allows enough time for you to complete inspections, investigations of the property before you're bound to complete the purchase. Up-to-date experience. Most people only buy a few homes in their lifetime, usually within quite a few years between each purchase. Even if you've done it before, laws and regulations change almost constantly, and most agents do their best to keep up to speed. I myself constantly keep an eye out for the changes between each and every transaction I represent. Realtors handle hundreds of transactions over the course of their careers, and the information is sometimes insurmountable. So, that realtor that you choose should be one who takes the time to stay well informed so that you can remain aware of the latest changes that will affect your decision to purchase or to sell. And finally, number 7, you're rocked during emotional moments. A home search is so much more than just 4 walls and a roof. And for most people, buying a property represents the biggest purchase that they'll ever make in their lifetime. And it can be very stressful, emotional, and even overwhelming at times. Believe me, not only have I witnessed it, I've experienced it. So having a concerned but objective third party helps you to stay focused on the issues that are most important to you. And there you have it, 7 reasons to work with a realtor. So I hope that this video has been helpful to you, and as promised, here are a few tips for finding a local realtor where you live. Check with your friends, relatives, and coworkers who've actually either purchased a home or know someone who'd recently purchased a home and shared a good experience. The next, inquire at your local association of realtors. Next, realtor referral websites like realtor.com, agentpro.com, and others. Or just stop by one of your local real estate agencies after you've done your research, or just stop by one of your local real estate agencies after you've checked them out and inquire about working with an agent who is a licensed realtor. I'll also list these in a video frame at the end for you to copy and place them also on my Facebook page at Realty and Realty. And welcome to the Q&A. Today we have only 3 questions. And the first question is, how can you afford to purchase an apartment if the carrying charges are so expensive? Now I'm assuming that the apartment is referring to a condominium or cooperative unit. So in either of these purchase situations, the buyer is procuring a residence inside of a building or other type of structure where they will either be owning a single unit, a condo, or own shares in a corporation that owns the building, in this case, a co-op. Either way, they both have governing boards of directors who are charged with overseeing the maintenance, taxes, repairs, and amenities offered therein. Given the fact that there are expenses that have to be paid, a monetary payment structure is developed to share between all the owners in the form of assessments. The amounts of such assessments differ from building to building based on the total of the expenses incurred by that property. So basically, the assessments may be higher for a number of different reasons, including the amount and types of amenities offered, how much the taxes are, common utilities, as well as overall expense of maintaining the edifice. Now, usually what happens is that the bank or lender gets all the building's financials, including the monthly assessments, and factors that into your affordability calculations when you're undergoing the loan process. Basically, it's added along with your mortgage, taxes, and insurance to see what your total monthly payments should look like. Question number 2, should you sell your current home before purchasing a new one? Now, this is a question that should be discussed with your lender before you decide to apply for a loan on a new home. This is because your current mortgage, if you have one, will be factored in as a debt, which could diminish your ability to either get approved or lower the amount you're approved for on your next home. And of course, if you could easily afford to keep both and either rent out the other as a means of passive income or an investment, then that's a good thing. However, if you need the funds from that current home's equity in order to purchase the next, then that's something you'd have to discuss with your lender or financial advisor in your area. And you should also ask yourself if you're really cut out to be a landlord. And sometimes it ain't so pretty. And lastly, question number 3. What is the best transition for buying a new home? And simply put, the best transition for buying a new home is going to be whatever is best for you. It's a determination made by searching within yourself to be sure that you're making the best possible decision with all the available information you have available to you at that time. Okay, so that concludes this week's show. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. And until next time, may peace, prosperity, love, and good health reign over all of your lives. Thank you again. I'm Al Butler.